What is going on, SHIB Army? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And guys, Shiba Inu continued its rally throughout the night. We are seeing a little bit of a correction now, but look at this thing. It got to 710, almost 720 Satoshi units. And I continue to tell everybody, the diamond hands will prevail and the paper hands will have regrets. Now remember, my videos are not for financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. Rather, I always try to put you guys on the plays that I am in. And of course, Shiba Inu and its entire ecosystem are a big part of my own portfolio, and it's been so for the last few months. And I'm excited to see the rally begin because it is altcoin season, folks. The altcoins are making a very good comeback as Bitcoin dominance begins to decrease. So currently still at 45.6% dominance of the market. You can see Bitcoin is also rallying, approaching that $1 trillion market cap that it's trying to break. And again, that 100,000 Bitcoin price target is still there if we want to see the stock to flow model actually become, a thing that we can continue to follow as a tracker for the price action of Bitcoin. Because again, it's typically used for other asset classes like gold and more commodities, if you will. So again, things are looking really, really good. Ethereum holding strong above 3,000, Cardano over $1.40. I'm very, very happy with what we're seeing. And of course, our baby SHIB is finally following along, and we're going to hopefully see some fantastic price action. So tonight, make sure you guys tune in to Shitoshi Saturdays, where I'll be answering Shitoshi answered some of the questions that you guys asked. So I'm going to be going live around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hopefully no delays from there. Now, let's go ahead and just mention the Webull link in the description below, of course. If you want to support your boy in any way, shape, or form, as a member of the SHIB Army, and as you all, part of the SHIB Army as well, go ahead and click the link in the description below for Webull and deposit just 1 cent to help me get a free stock. You'll get a free stock too, but if you do deposit $5, if you got $5 spare, go ahead and do that, and you'll get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300, folks. $2,300. Now, the fear and greed index is looking really, really good. We are seeing more and more greed in the market, which of course, again, as it gets a little bit higher and higher and higher, approaching the 90s and even to 100, we need to start getting a little bit more careful and move with caution, right? Because when the market, remember that quote that we always love to reflect back to, and that is, when the market gets greedy, that is the time for us to be fearful. But when the market is fearful, right, when I continue to say, hey, we should be buying the dip, when Bitcoin was around 30K, Shiba Inu at 570, 580, that's when we continue to buy the dip. And that's when there's a lot of fear in the market. So again, when people are fearful, that is the time to be greedy. But when people are greedy, that is the time to start becoming a little bit fearful. Now, there's this article that was just published by Yahoo Finance, and it talks about 2 things that are becoming apparent about crypto from a Fidelity executive. So remember, Fidelity is a huge investment firm. So again, take what they say for a grain of salt, of course, just like when you listen to me, not for financial advice, but just again, another thing to always consider when investing in the crypto space is that here it is. So the cryptocurrency space continues to be characterized by conversations surrounding its adoption and investment by large institutional investors. And that's what we're starting to see now. Big money is entering into the space. So we as retail investors, more likely than not, the people watching this video are also retail investors, not really the billionaires or multi-millionaires, if you will. Regardless of where you're at, we know that we got in early. Right now, crypto adoption in 2021, just like it was in 2017, even back in the early 2000s, it's still early adoption because, again, the big institutions have not begun to invest yet. But now we're starting to see it. So again, if you continue to read, it says landmark events like Coinbase direct listing in April may suggest that digital currencies are beginning to break into the mainstream. Of course, we know that. According to Fidelity Digital Assets President Tom Jessop, however, there are 2 emerging themes that are becoming apparent about cryptocurrencies. What's apparent are 2 things, he says. This is seen as its own unique asset class and its own fundamental drivers, which drive from other financial assets, of course. Jessop told Yahoo Finance, we see clients digging into those issues, really understanding not only the technology, but the application of those assets in their portfolios. And maybe, most importantly, what we're seeing is continued purchase interest over a longer period of time. So again, that's why people are saying the bulls are finally out, is more and more banks and more investment firms, institutional investors are joining in. Look at Coinbase institutional listing. They listed not any cryptocurrency, folks. They listed Shiba Inu as one because big money is starting to get interested in SHIB when they find the appropriate entry point. And so I think we, again, are so early and still so undervalued because we have one thing that a lot of other crypto assets don't. And that, of course, is our favorite platform, the SHIBASWAP. So for me, someone who's, again, a smaller investor, retail investor, if you will, if we go to the portfolio here, oh, looks like I need to put in the password there. Regardless, if we go to portfolio, I'm actually using my, my current laptop. That's why you can't see. But you guys know I've been seeing some significant gains over time from the swap. So you guys can see, woofable versus unwoofable bone. I have 246 unwoofable bone that are held out of circulation till January 6th. Literally free money. And any passive income, any forms of passive income give a lot of interest to the bigger investors. So if they can invest in a crypto or a digital asset that has a lot of community backing and is actually rallying and doing well overall, that will start opening up people's eyes and saying, hey, why don't I invest into SHIB instead of something like Dogecoin or instead of something like, any other crypto asset out there? Because not only am I going to make money from the appreciation value of the actual tokens, but in addition, I can utilize the different staking, staking platforms that they have. So again, we can put things into the liquidity pool with a 234% APR. That really is unmatchable in the crypto space. In addition to that, of course, again, remember, just like retail investors, institutional investors have risk tolerance. So for us, risk tolerance might be $1,000 if you have a $10,000 portfolio, 10%. For them, they have $1 billion, $100 million is their risk tolerance. So again, they're able to actually risk $100 million worth of fiat currency in a more speculative digital asset, which looks like it has potential long term. So make sure you guys continue to understand that we are still so early. So for anybody that has been diamond handing, I want to continue to congratulate you because you did the thing that the others couldn't do. And that is stomach the volatility. We've been talking about it for such a long time now. And finally, hopefully we're going to start seeing a maintenance in this rally and not too much of a sell-off. So again, right now we're seeing the overall market having a little bit of a correction. Bitcoin breaking under 43K. But again, it looks like it's going to hopefully try to rally back up. It's going to be, again, bulls versus the bears. But if we look at the one-day chart for Bitcoin, our intraday high was pretty much right around, we've got past 44,000, which is just absolutely insane. But again, I think that $100,000 Bitcoin by end of year, very, very possible. And Shiba Inu still holding strong, believing that I think we will see all-time highs by the end of the year, if not surpass that by a mile. So again, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate everybody's love and support. Hopefully I'll be back home tonight. So just finishing my travels here. But again, always got to take time out of my day to make sure to give you guys the utmost updates. And in addition, if you want to support me in any way, click the link in the description for Webull. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, everybody, aka tonight, keep investing.